सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्म उपनिषदं माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत्। अनिराकरणमस्त्वनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते य उपनिषत्सु धर्मास्ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओमित्येतदक्षरमुद्गीतमुपासीत ओमिति ह्युद्गायते तस्योपव्याख्यानम् ईक्षतेर्ना शब्दम् ईक्षतेः न अशब्दम्। ईक्षतेः on account of seeing, ashabdam. Therefore, the pradhan of the Sankhyas is ashabdam, not in fact mentioned in the Upanishads. Therefore, na. Therefore, the pradhanam is not the Jagat Karanam. If you look at the Vaiyasika Nyayamala, says tadaikshate tadaikshate vakyena pradhanam brahmachyate jnanakriya shaktimatvat pradhanam sarvakaranam. So Vishaya and Samshaya tad aikshata iti vakyena. So this vakya becomes a Vishaya, that which is discussed here, because it creates a doubt. Pradhanam brahmava uchyate tad aikshata, that saw. So why that pronoun tat? What is meant here? Is it pradhanam or brahma? What is meant by the word tat? So that's the samshaya. Then comes the purvapaksha. Jnana kriya shaktimatvat pradhanam sarvakaranam. So purvapakshi says pradhanam sarvakaranam. We say pradhanam, the primordial matter, is sarvakaranam, is the cause of the creation. Why? Jnana kriya shaktimatvat, because it is possessed of jnana shakti and kriya shakti. So that's what we require. In fact, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti and Ichha Shakti, these three things is what you require for creation. There must be the knowledge of what is to be created. There must be a desire to create. And then there must be a power and skill to create. All the three Shaktis are required. Ichha Shakti is not mentioned of Jnana Kriya Shakti Matvat. Pradhanam is possessed of Jnana Shakti, the power to know, Kriya Shakti, the power to act, which is what we require for any creation. Since Pradhanam is possessed of what is required for creation, therefore we say that Pradhanam is Jagat Karanam. The primordial matter is the very cause of the creation. Then the Uttar Paksha is given. Ikshana Chetanam Brahma Kriya Jnane tu Mayaya Ikshana Tat Aikshata. Because of that Ikshanam, seeing, thinking, deliberating. Therefore, that Ikshanam can be done only by conscious being. Pradhanam is insentient being, insentient thing, entity, while Brahman is the conscious being. Therefore, Ikshanam, the seeing or deliberation, can only be in Brahma, not in Pradhanam. But Brahman doesn't have Kriya, Brahman doesn't have Jnanam. Mayaya is by Maya that Brahman is possessed of both Kriya Shakti and Jnana Shakti and Kriya Shakti. Atma Shabda, Atma Tadatmya, two things are there. Atma Shabda is used also and Atma Tadatmya also is there. Anena Jivena Atmana Anupravishya Nam Rupe Vyakarvani, it says. Anena Jivena Atmana, where Atma means myself. So as a self, as Jiva, I will enter these three elements. And Tadatma Tattvamasi, Shvedagadu is told, you are that. Again, that also is Atma, the conscious being. Therefore, Pradhanasya Virodhini. These two also are opposed to Tat being Pradhanam. Says the Tika, Chandogya Shashtadhyaya. In the 6th chapter of the Chandogya Upanishad, Sadeva Somya Idam Agrasit Ekameva Dvityamiti Prastutya. So, beginning with the statement, Hey Somya, this universe of name and form was Sat or existence, one without a second before its creation. Iti. Tat Tejaha Asrujata. Tat, that very Sat which was presented as the Jagat Karanam, Tat Tejaha Srujata, that Sat created Tejaha, the element fire. Iti Shruyate, this is what we hear in the Chandogya Upanishad. Tatra Sankhyaha Manyante, there the Sankhyas have this opinion. Sat Shabdavacham Sarva Jagat Karanam Pradhanam. So when the Upanishad uses the word Sat, what it means is Pradhanam. So Sat Shabdavacham Sarva Jagat Karanam. So Sat is presented as Jagat Karanam. Idam Sat Asid. This universe was Sat before its creation. So before creation is the cause. What is present now is the effect. And what existed before the effect came into being was the cause. So thus Sat is presented as that which existed before this universe of names and forms came into being. Therefore, Sat is presented as the Karanam, Jagat Karanam. Idam stands for Jagat. So then, Sankhya Sat Shabdavachyam Sarva Jagat Karanam Pradhanam. So the meaning of the word Sat, which is presented as Sarva Jagat Karanam, the cause of the entire creation, is what? Pradhanam. We say Pradhanam is the meaning of the word Sat. Natu Brahma, not Brahma. Why? Pradhanasya Sattvaguna Yuktataya. So Pradhanam has these two attributes. Number one, Pradhanam is it consists of three gunas, Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. So Sattvaguna Yuktataya. since Pradhanam is endowed with the Guna Sattva, therefore it has knowledge, Parinamita, and Pradhanam also is of the nature of, that which can undergo transformation, which is what a material cause is required to do. The material cause should undergo transformation to become the effect. So none of this is there in Brahman. Therefore, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti Sambhavat. Because of Sattva Guna, there is the Jnana Shakti, the potential of knowledge. Because of Parinama, because of the ability to transform, the Kriya Shakti is there. Nirgunasya Kutastasya Brahmana Tat Asambhavaditi. Whereas Brahman is Nirgunam, attributeless, Kutastham, changeless. Nirgunam meaning it does not have Sattva. Kutastham means there cannot be Parinama, but there can be transformation. Therefore, Brahman cannot have either the power of knowledge, nor can Brahman undergo transformation, so it cannot become the material cause. Atra uchyate. To that, this is what we have to say. Ikshitritva shravanat chetanam brahma sat shabdavachyam. Ikshitritva shravanat. Ikshitru means the one who deliberates. So, Shruti presents Jagat Karanam, the cause of creation, as the one who deliberates, one who thinks, one who sees. Therefore, Chetanam Brahma. So we say that because of that Jagat Karanam must be Chetanam, and Brahma is Chetanam, therefore Sat must mean Brahma. Brahma Sat Shabdavachyam. So meaning of Sat should be Brahma and not Pradhanam. Acetanasya Pradhanasya Ikshitritva Ayogad. So what is important here? Jnana Shaktimatvam, Kriya Shaktimatvam or Chetanatvam. So we say that Chetanatvam is important because Ikshanam is there. And so Pradhanasya Ikshitritva Ayogad. Pradhanam cannot deliberate. But how about Jnana Kriya Shakti? Jnana Kriya Shakti tu Brahmani Maya Sambhavishyatah. But Jagat Karanam is Brahman, along with Maya becomes the Jagat Karanam. Brahman by itself cannot be cause of creation in a primary sense, but with Maya it becomes the cause of creation in the primary sense. So Jnana Kriya Shakti tu Brahmani Maya Sambhavishyatah. In Brahman, the Jnana Shakti and Kriya Shakti, the power to know and power to act, both of these are possible because of Maya. Kincha anena jivena atmana anupravishya namrupe vyakarvana iti. Again the Upanishad subsequently says this Devata Sat further deliberated anena jivena atmana, as Jivatma Namru Anupravishya, I will enter these three elements Namrupe Vyakarvani, and I will bring to manifestation the names and forms. Iti Namrupa Vyakartri Jagat Karana Devata Swavachakena Atma Shabdena Chetanam Jivam Vyapadishyati. See, Jagat Karana Devata, the Devata Sat, which is presented as Jagat Karanam, that alone further says, what is it? Nam Rupa Vyakartri. So that Devata again is shown as the one who brings to manifestation name and form. Swavachakena Atma Shabdena Anena Jivena Atmana. As myself, Atma means the very self, and self is a conscious being. So, Swavachakena Atma Shabdena Chetanam Jivam Vyapadishyati. So, Atmana Shabda, when that Devata uses for it herself, that means that the Devata is Chetanam, meaning that she is a conscious being. तथा तादात्म्य तत्त्वमसि इति चेतनस्य श्वेतकेतो जगत्कारण तादात्म्यं गुरुः उपदिशति. And Guru says Tattvamasi, that thou art. What is that? Jagat Karanam. So that pronoun that stands for Jagat Karanam, which has been in the subject matter discussion. So you are that, you are the Jagat Karanam, cause of creation. But Shvetaketu is a conscious being. If Jagat Karanam is Pradhana or matter, Shvetaketu cannot rule that you are insentient. Shvetaketu is a conscious being. Therefore, Brahman, which the Jagat Karana also must be a conscious entity, cannot be inert. Therefore, Tadatmyam Guru Upadishati. The Guru teaches Tadatmya, the oneness or Aikyam between Shvetaketu and Jagat Karanam, the cause of creation. Tat ubhayapi acetanasya pradhanasya jagat karanatve virudhyate. Both of these statements also go against the position of pradhanam being indicated by the word sat as jagat karanam. Tasmat chetsati siddhanta. Tasmat chetanam brahma sat shabdena uchyate. Therefore, by the word sat, what is meant is chetanam brahma. Brahman, that is conscious being or consciousness. So that is the Vaiyasika Nyayamala. So now we come back to our Bhashya, page 102. Sutrastam Nayapadam Vyachaste. Sutra has these three words, Ikshate, Na, Ashabdam. So Na is a pratigna. Therefore that word Na is first explained by Bhashyakara. Bhashyakara says, Na Sankhya Parikalpitam Acetanam Pradhanam Jagatah Karanam Shakyam Vedanteshu Ashrayitum. Na. What's the meaning of the word na in the sutra? Bhashyakara says, Sankhya Parikalpitam Acetanam Pradhanam. Sankhya Parikalpitam, something that is imagined by Sankhya. Why does it imagine? Because Pradhanam is arrived at by inference. So Pradhanam, whatever Sankhya say, Pradhanam, the primordial matter. So they say that ultimately the whole universe of names and forms can be reduced to Pradhanam. So what is cause? Cause is that to which the effect is ultimately reduced. Thus, if you take any entity such as table, reduce it to its cause, which is wood, reduce to its cause, which is, tree, its cause, which is the fiber, its cause, which is the molecules, atoms, ultimately, where will it go? Pradhanam, according to Sankhya's. So, this is a very big point. According to Sankhya, this process will lead us to Pradhanam, the primordial matter which consists of Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. According to Vedanta, this will lead you where? To Brahman. Because the effect should lead to the cause. Because the effect reduces itself to a cause, cause being the effect, further reduces its cause, and therefore the whole thing will reduce into the ultimate cause. So is the ultimate cause of the universe material, matter, or consciousness? All of those who use in the inference as the means of arriving at the conclusion will conclude that the ultimate cause of the universe is inert, is matter, just as the science says. But Vedanta says that inference is not the pramanam, the Upanishad is the pramanam. Upanishad says that Jagat Karanam is Brahman, which is consciousness. Therefore, if you undertake this process of reducing everything to its most fundamental essence, it will reduce to consciousness. Very big thing. Very big thing. So whether all the universe is manifestation of matter or the universe is manifestation of consciousness, Vedanta says universe is manifestation of consciousness. See, with inference you can arrive at energy. Energy also cannot be seen, cannot be perceived, but is an entity arrived at by inference. What you perceive is matter. And matter is reduced further and further and subdivided, molecules into atoms and into subatomic particles, and keep on breaking and subdividing. And then where does it reduce? Energy. Because we find that matter and energy are compatible to each other. Energy transforms into matter, matter transforms into energy. Because when you break the atom, split the atom, energy comes, and so where the matter transforms to energy and vice versa. Therefore, energy is the ultimate principle, and that's Pradhanam, or Prakriti, or Maya. So Vedanta says, no, energy is not the ultimate. Everybody tells me, so God is some kind of energy. They always say, God is energy. No, energy also is manifestation of a more fundamental principle, which is consciousness. So consciousness first manifests as energy and then further manifests as matter. The consciousness with energy of the Maya, that becomes the ultimate cause. Therefore, Sankhya Parikalpitam. So that is imagined by Sankhya, this Pradhanam. Achetanam Pradhanam. Pradhanam or primordial matter, which is Achetanam, which is unconscious, insentient. Vedanteshu Ashrayitum Na Shakyam. You cannot arrive at Pradhanam with resorting to Vedanta. So, as far as your inference is concerned, you can arrive at Pradhanam as the ultimate cause, but you cannot use Vedanta to justify that position. Sankhyas want to justify their position by using Vedanta. So, Vedanteshu Ashrayitum Na Shakyam. Vedanta or Upanishads you cannot claim that the Upanishads lead to or Upanishads reveal Pradhana as Jagat Karanam. Tatra Sautrameva Hetumaha. This Sautram, the Sutra also presents the Hetu. What's the Hetu? Before that, here Ratnaprabha said, Brahmana Karanatvam Smrutipade Samarthyate. Pradhanade Karanatvam Tarkapade Yuktabhi Nirasyati. That Brahman is Jagat Karanam is Smrutipade Samarthyate, will be substantiated in the Smrutipada. In that section of the Brahma Sutra is called Smrutipada. And that Pradhanade Karanatvam Nirasyati. That Pradhana is not the Karanam, that position, Pradhana is Karanam, that position will be refuted in Tarkapada. So that Brahman is Jagat Karana will be substantiated in the Smrutipada. That Pradhanam is not Jagat Karanam, that is refuted in the Tarkapada. What are they doing here? Adhunatu Shrutya Nirasyati. Here, so we have to do both. So here the position is Shruti. Ashabdam. The Shruti does not justify or does not support your position that Pradhanam is Jagat Karanam. Then we'll see even the Tarka also does not support. So that will be later on. On what basis do you say that? So Adhuna tu Shrutya Nirasyati Ikshatehe Nashabdamiti. So then Bhashya says, ashabdam hitat. So apparently Bhashyakara takes ashabdam as a hetu. So normally hetu should be the fifth case. Ikshate is in the fifth case. But here, na, what's the hetu? Ashabdam. So ashabdam means what? Ashabdatvat. That's how we have to say that. Ashabdam hi tat. Tat means what? That pradhanam is ashabdam. So shabda means the statement of the Upanishad. Pradhanam is not the meaning of the word sat. In the Shruti, Sadeva Somme Damagra Asit, word sat does not mean pradhanam. And so, what it says, that the not mentioned in the Upanishad, you can say, or ashabdam. So, pradhanam is not what is talked about by Upanishad. Sadeviti atra sat shabdatvat na shabdatvam iti. But then Sankhya says, wait a minute. It says sat and sat means pradhanam. Sadeva sumi damagrasit, and that means pradhanam. Then why do you say that pradhanam is not mentioned by the Upanishad? No, so katham ashabdatvam. He says, how do you say? We told you that sat means pradhanam. How do you say that pradhanam is not mentioned by the Upanishad? Sautram padam avatarya vyakaroti. Sautram padam. So the ikshate becomes the cause of ashabdam. Ashabdam becomes the hetu for na. That's how it works. Then the word ikshate of the sutra is mentioned and then explained. Ikshate. Ikshate ikshitrutva shravanat karanasya. Ikshate, because of seeing. Ikshanam, because of seeing, because of knowing, because of deliberation, because of desiring. Ikshate means what? Ikshitritva shravanat karanasya. That's what ikshate means. Because karanam, whatever is jagat karanam, whatever is the cause of creation, has ikshitritvam, has is a locus of ikshanam, is a locus of the seeing or deliberating. Anumeyam pradhanam hitva tat anuvadi shruti siddhasya katham karanatvam ityaha. Anumeyam pradhanam. Pradhanam is anumeyam, arrived by inference. Tat anuvade shruti siddhasya katham karanatvam. Then, how do you say that Brahman is the cause? Brahman, how do you say anumeyam pradhanam hitva? You are discarding pradhanam, which is arrived at by inference. How do you say siddhasya? How do you say that Brahman, which is siddham? Siddham means a pre-existing entity. How do you say that that's a cause? So says katham. So then says Nyaya Nirnaya karyena karanamatram anumatam shakyam natad visheshaha. So anumanam is from karya, the effect, you can infer the cause. But not that vishesha, the nature of cause, not the nature of cause. That cause can be inferred, but the vishesha, the attributes of cause cannot be inferred from the effect. Tatra Shruti Hevamanam. So our position is that you cannot arrive at the Jagat Karanam, the cause of creation, by Anumanam, where as far as Jagat Karanam, the cause of creation is concerned, only Shruti or Upanishad is Pramanam. By inference you can say that there must be a cause. Because the effect, namely Jagat is there, cause must be there. But what that cause is, for that we say that inference is not the pramanam, the means of knowledge, Shruti is the pramanam. Id matvaha evam. So, Bhashyakara says, evam hishruyate sadeva somya idam agra asit ekameva dvitiyam iti upakramya tadaikshata bahusyam prajayayeti tattejo srujata iti. So, evam mishruyate. So, Shruti itself is the pramanam. Which Shruti is the pramanam? This is what the Shruti says. Sadeva somya idam agrasit ekameva dvityam. He somya idam agre ekameva dvityam sat asit. He somya, a good looking one, idam, this evident cause, the name, the creation of the nature of name and form before its creation was sat, existence, one without a second. So still we do not know what sat means. So we have to resort to the subsequent passages to arrive at the meaning of word sat. Iti upakramya. Ekameva dvityam is very clear. It must be homogeneous and pradhanam cannot be. But anyway, tat aikshata. In some way they can explain ekameva dvityam also. Tat aikshata bahusyam prajaya iti tat tejaha asrujata. So iti upakramya, beginning with that, then it says subsequently tad aikshata, that sat which is presented as jagat karanam aikshata, a plus iksha, that form is aikshata. It deliberated all over, in total, in every way. That deliberation of what is to be created. So in that jagat karanam, deliberation about what is to be created took place. After deliberation, it says bahusyam, may I become many. So says Ratnaprabha, ikshana shravanad veda shabda avacham ashabdam pradhanam ikshatehe is the hetu for ashabdam. So ikshatehe means what? Ikshana shravanad. Because of the Shruti saying ikshanam, that jagat karanam underwent deliberation. Therefore, Shabda means Veda. Therefore, Veda Shabda avachyam ashabdam. Ashabdam means Veda Shabda avachyam. Therefore, Pradhanam is not what is the meaning of the words of Veda. Ashabdatvat na karanam iti sutra yojana. So, ikshate ashabdam, ashabdatvat na karanam. That's how sutra yojana. Because ashabdam, therefore, it is not the cause. So, tat aikshata means what? Tat sat shabdavachyam karanam aikshata. What is meant by tat? So, what was presented as sat, as jagat karanam, that aikshata, that deliberated. Ikshanam evaha. In what way did it deliberate? Bahusyam prajaya. Bahu is what? Bahu means prapancha rupena syam. May I become many. Meaning what? May I become the prapancha. May I become the universe. May I become the universe. Prajaya prakarshena jayaya. May I be very well born as the universe. May I become many. May I be very well born as the universe. This is the ikshanam. Says sthityartham ahameva upadanataya karya abhedat janishyameti. Sthityartham, for sustaining this universe, ahameva, sat devata sat says, I myself. Upadanataya, as the material cause, karya abhedat, as non-different from the effect. Janishyami. So how prajaya? I will very well be born. How? Karya abhedat, as non-separate from karya. Meaning the karya is not separate from karanam. For what? Sthityartham, for sustenance. That's how the deity deliberated. Evam tat sat ikshitva akasham vayam ja sruštva teja sruštavata tat teja asrujata. That deity, the sat, created teja. So you assume here akasham vayam cha sruštva. All of this is arrived at by other discussions, that even though Chandogya Upanishad mentions only 3 elements, we should understand them as 5 elements. What is said elsewhere must be also included here. So that we discussed first, in fact, earlier. So that those 2 elements also must be included. Therefore, the Taittiriya Shruti becomes the primary, and Chandogya must be explained in keeping with Taittiriya, not the other way around. The Ekadeshi said that Chandogya is the primary Shruti and Taittiriya should be explained according to Chandogya. In which case, the creation of Akasha and Vayu is Gauni Shruti. Even though it says it created, it did not mean that it created, because there is no possibility of creation of Akasha, Vayu, etc. All these arguments were made and arrived at it. No, Akasha is created, Vayu is created, etc. Therefore, Akasham cha Vayum cha Sruštva, having created first the element space and then the element air, Teja Sruštavata, it created the element fire. So Tat Teja Asrujata. Says Jnana Kechid Ikshitaram Ishwaram Sadvitiyam Sangirante. Some people, like the Nayayikas, say that Ikshitaram Ishvara, or the Vaisheshikas also say that Ishvara is a Nimitta Karanam, but he is different from Jagat. So Sadvitiyam Sangirante. They say Ishvara. Therefore it is said here that Karya Abhedat Upadanataya. So Ikshanam has all this involved in there. Ikshanam can be said that the Nimitta Karanam, the creator says that may I create. But he says Bahusyam, may I become many. Prajaya, so very well be born. Many means what? Prapancha Rupena Syam, may I appear manifest as Prapancha, the universe, where the effect is not separate from me. So Ekameva Dvitiyam, that's why Upanishad said one without a second. Tasya upadanarthatva bahusyamiti prapancharupeణ syam ikshana phalam aha tat teja asrujata. So first of all the deliberation took place, may I become many, may I be well born. So what did he do? Tat teja asrujata. Having deliberated thus, it created the element fire. Shrutehe anumitartha anuvaditva vyudasartham. What the Sankhya said, anuvad is Shruti. So Shruti only is anuvada here. Shruti only reiterates what is arrived at by inference. Anumeyam pradhanam. Pradhanam is what you arrive at by inference, and Shruti only reiterates that. Then why do you discard that pradhanam and say that Brahman is Karana? So Shrutehe anumitartha anuvaditva vyudasartham. Next one says Tatra. That Shruti is not anuvada. Shruti is independent pramanam. Shruti is not reiterating something which is known through. What is anuvada? Restating something which is known through other means. So Sankhya say that the pradhanam as Jagat Karanam is known through inference. You don't require Shruti. If Shruti talks about Jagat Karanam, it only reiterates or restates what is already known through inference. So that is not so. Shruti does not reiterate what is arrived at, it independently says. So Tatra, on the page 104, Bhashyakara says, Tatra idam shabdavachyam nama rupa vyakrutam jagat pragutpattehe sadatmana avadharya tasyeva prakrutasya sachabdavachyasya ikshana-purvakam tejah prabhutehe srashtutvam darshayate. Tatra means what? Tat teja asrujata etc. Idam shabdavad sadeva somya idam agrasit. In that Shruti, idam shabdavachyam nam rupa vyakrutam jagata. Idam means what? So idam agre sat asit. Idam means what? Nam rupa vyakrutam jagata. The universe which is manifest as names and forms. Agre means what? Utpattehe prag. Before the creation. So that Shruti is explained by Bhashyakara. Agre means prag utpattehe, before the creation. Sat asid means sadatmana, sat eva asid, sadeva somya, sadatmana eva asid, sadatmana avadharya. This universe of names and forms before its creation was only Sat. Tad aikshata. Tasya eva prakrutasya sat shabdavachyasya. Then next sentence says tad aikshata, that deliberated. So the pronoun tat or that means what? Tasya eva prakrutasya sat shabdavachyasya. The pronoun should always mention that which is already mentioned. So therefore, that tat refers to something already prakrutam, already under discussion, which is what? Sat shabdavachyam, meaning Jagat Karanam, which is Sat, Ikshana Purvakam. So that Sat alone, so Tat should mean Sat, Ikshana Purvakam, preceded by Ikshanam, Tejah Prabhutehe Srastutvam Darshayate. It is the deity Sat which deliberated and created the universe beginning with Tejah, being element fire. Meaning that this Shruti does not reiterate, is not Arthavada. It is independently telling us what was before the creation and how the creation took place. Chandogya Shrutivad Aitareya Shruti api Pradhanavada Virodhini. Just as Chandogya mentions Ikshanam, which contradicts Pradhanam because Pradhanam is inert. Similarly, Aitareya also mentions Ikshanam, thereby dismissing Pradhanam as the Jagat Karanam. So says Bhashyakara, Tatha Anyatra Atma va idameka evagra asid Nanyat kinchana mishata Sa ikshata Lokan sruja iti Sa iman lokan srujata Iti Iksha purvikameva Srishtimachaste. Tata anyatra, elsewhere also. Atma vai idameka eva agre asid. There it is very clear. There is no word Sat, Atma. Again idam. Idam means what? This Nam Rupa Vyakrutam Jagat Agre Utpattehe Prag Atma vai asid or Atma eva asid. Only Atma, it was only the self. the consciousness. Nanyat kinchana mishad. Mishad means what? Winking. Nothing else winked. That's what it means. So, says Ratna from the previous page, Mishata means chalata. There was nothing else winged, nothing else moved. There was no other, meaning what? Sattva krantamiti avata. Nothing else existed. In the beginning, this universe was Atma, one without a second, Nanyat kinchana mishata, nothing else winged, meaning nothing else existed. All there was Atma alone. Iti ikshapurikaya srishtim achaste. Sa ikshata lokannu srujayati. May I create the worlds. That's how that Atma deliberated. Saha iman lokan asrujata. Having so deliberated, that Atma created these worlds. Iti ikshapurikameva srishtim achaste. So Aitareya Upanishad also clearly says that the creation is preceded by ikshanam, preceded by deliberation. If it's only in one place in Chandogya, then perhaps you may not have a strong case. But it is in more than one places. That is a general trend in the Shruti, that whenever Shruti talks about creation, he also talks about ikshanam. So that's the trend of the Shruti. Then Bhashya says, Prashna Shruti api pradhana karanatam varayati. Even the statement in the Prashna Upanishad also refutes this idea of pradhana being jagat karanam. So Bhashyakara says, Kvachitcha shodashakalam purusham prastutya aha sa ikshan chakre sa pranam asrujata iti. So Kvachitcha, sometimes, somewhere, in some place, shodashakalam purusham prastutya, that there is a Purusha having 16 digits or 16 limbs. Aha. Then Shruti says, Saikshan Chakre. That Paramatma deliberated or saw. Saha Pranam Asrujata. Having deliberated, it created Pranam iti. And thus created the 16 Kala, the Shodasha Kala Purusha. Says Ratnaprabha, Saha Jiva Bhinna Paramatma Pranam Asrujata. Who is Saha Jiva Bhinna Paramatma? The Paramatma who is non-separate from Jiva, is one with Jiva. Pranam Asrujata, it created Prana, the cosmic vital force. Prana Shraddham. So now if you count, 16 are mentioned here. From Prana, Shraddha, Kham, Vayuhu, Jyoti, Apaha, Pruthivi. Then the 5 elements were created in that order. Then Indriyam, the sense organs of both action and perception. Manaha, Sankalp Vikalpatmakam, the mind. Or Antahkaranam, Annam, the food. Annam Vrihiyavadi. So Annad Viryam Tapaha Mantraha. Annad Viryam, from the food, Virya, the vitality was created. Tapaha, Tapaha means austerity was created, penance was created. Mantraha, the Vedas were created. Karma, so in the Vedas, variety of karma, as mentioned in Vedas, were created. Lokaha, as a karma phala, the various worlds were created. Lokeshu namacha, in the loka, Devadatta, Yajnadatta, this name also was created. Iti uktaha shodashakalaha. That is how the Prashnopanishad mentioned the 16 digits shodashakalaha. Then says Ratnaprabha, Nanu ikshitapau dhatu nirdesheti katyayana smaranat. So this is what Katyayana, the commentator upon the Panini Sutra, says ik shitau, ik and shit. So ik shitapau, the dual becomes, so ik and shit. Dhatu nirdeshe, for mentioning dhatu, use either ik or stip. Ik means e and stip means t. Ik means e and stip means t. So they explain like this. There is this dhatu pach. Pach means to cook. It is ubhayapadi. Pach is both parasmipadi and atmanepadi. Therefore, parasmipada, that ik is applied. Pach is my pachihi, they say. So when you want to mention dhatu nirdeshe, when you mention the dhatu pach, for example, they say pachihi. Or atmanepada ti, pachatihi. So when they say pachati means dhatu pach, or pachi means dhatu pach. Dhatu nirdeshe. Now you see here, ikshati, ikshate is the fifth case of the word ikshati. So that T is what stip is there. So dhatu nirdeshe means word ikshati means the dhatu iksh, to see. Here however, ikshati is interpreted as ikshanam, seeing. Ikshati, ikshatehe is explained by Bhashyakara as what? As what? Shravanat. So ikshati means actually to see, to hear. I mean, to deliberate. But here it is interpreted as deliberation. See the meaning, difference here. Ikshati should mean to deliberate. But here it is explained as deliberation, because of deliberation. So therefore, nanu ikstipau dhatu nirdesheti katyayana smaranat. Says Katyayana said that ik and stip are employed for indicating dhatu. Ikshatehi dipadena stibantena dhatu ichyate. Iksh is a atmanepada dhatu. To that the stip pratyaya is applied for dhatu nirdesha. So ikshati, and therefore dhatu uchyate. What does it mean? Ikshati means what? The dhatu iksh means to deliberate or to see. Tena dhatvartha ikshanam. Dhatu is one thing, dhatvartha. The meaning of dhatu is act of seeing. Dhatu means to see. And what's the meaning of dhatu? The act of seeing. So here, ikshate is explained as act of seeing, act of deliberation. So, tena dhatvartah ikshanam katham vyakhyayate. So the Purva Paksha is asking Bhashyakara, how come you are explaining the word ikshate as ikshanam rather than just to see, instead of that seeing? Why do you interpret the word ikshate in this manner? Iti asanke lakshanaya. So a lakshana vritti, instead of dhatu, dhatvartha. Instead of dhatu, to see, seeing is by lakshana vritti. So ikshate Bhashyakara says, ikshate iti cha धात्वर्थ निर्देशः अभिप्रेतः यजतेः इतिवत् न धातु निर्देशः. ईक्षते इति च धातु अर्थ निर्देशः. Dhatu is to see. Dhatu artha is what? Seeing. So we should understand that Sutrakara means that when Sutrakara uses the word ikshati, he only means the dhatvartha seeing. Abhipreta na dhatu nirdesha. It is not merely mentioning the dhatu to see, but seeing is what is meant. Why? Yajate itivata. Like yajate is yajati, is interpreted as yaga. So yaj means to sacrifice, but so yajati means to sacrifice, but there yajati means sacrifice. The dhatvartha is meant there in Purvamimamsa. So says here, Ratnaprabha, iti kartavyata videhe yajatehe purvatvamiti Jaimini sutre yatha yajati padena lakshanaya dhatvartho yaga uchyate tadvat ihapi ityartha. Iti kartavyata avidehe, you should understand, Iti kartavya, there is a avagraha there. Not iti kartavyata avidehe yajatehe purvatvam. That's what the Jaimini Sutra says. Then iti, so yajatehe is again the sixth case of yajati. Yajatehe purvatvam iti Jaimini Sutre yatha yajati padena. So yajatehe there means what? Sacrifice. So yajati padena lakshanaya dhatvartha yaga uchyate. Not to sacrifice, but sacrifice or sacrificing. Tadvat ihapi. Similarly here also it is not dhatu but dhatu artha ikshanam. Ratnavara says further, Sauryadi Vikrudayagasya Anganam Avidhanat iti kartavyata avidehe. That is explained. Sauryadi Vikrudayagasya Anganam Avidhanat. There is a Prakriti Yaga and Vikriti Yaga. In Vyakaran also Prakriti Vikriti is there. In the Mimams also Prakriti and Vikriti. Prakriti Yaga and Vikriti Yaga. Then apparently Darsha Purnamasa is a Prakriti Yaga and Saurya is a Vikriti Yaga. So Prakriti is the primary one, Vikriti is what follows. So when they talked about this Saurya Yaga, at that time Anganam Avidhanat, they did not mention the Anga of this Saurya Yaga. So how do you perform the Saurya Yaga unless you know all the details, iti kartavyata, how to perform that is not mentioned there. So Jaimini arrived at this conclusion as what yajatehe purvatvam, that yaga saurya, it was as earlier, meaning as in the prakriti yaga. So purva darshadi prakrutistha angatvam is sutrartha. Purvatvam means what? Purva was what is Purva earlier? What? Darshadi. So Darsha is the main yaga. Darshadi prakrutistha angavatvam. So whatever angas were mentioned about the Darsha yaga, same angas also apply to Saurya yaga. So now yajatehe says Jaimini. Yajatehe means what? Yaga. Otherwise that sutra will not fit. So just as Jaimini, sage Jaimini, used the word yajati in the sense of yaga by lakshana vritti, here also the sage Badarayana used the word ikshatihi in the sense of ikshanam by lakshana vritti. So tadu ihapi ityartha. Okay. Dhatvartha nirdeshana labhamaha. So when ikshati is interpreted as ikshanam, then there is a further advantage. Tena, so Bhashyakara says, Tena yas sarvajñas sarvavita yasya jnanamayam tapaha तस्मादेतद् ब्रह्म नाम रूपमन्नं च जायते इत्येवमादीनि अपि सर्वज्ञ ईश्वर कारण पराणि वाक्यानि उदाहर्तव्यानि तेन, because of that, so tena, because of interpreting ikshati as ikshanam, then what? Therefore understand this. This is very intelligent. When you interpret ikshati as ikshanam, seeing, then it is not dhatu that is important, ikshana is important. Therefore wherever ikshanam or seeing is mentioned, so therefore other verbs also will apply. Like jna, like ved, to know, they also will apply. So therefore, in all Upanishads do not necessarily use the word ikshanam. Other Upanishads use different words which mean ikshanam. If ikshate is only, iksh means to deliberate, then that dhatu alone would apply. In that case only those statements which use ikshati, that those statements only would be applicable. Bhashyakara says ikshati means ikshanam. Therefore wherever ikshanam is mentioned, even dhatu iksh is not there, some other dhatu is there which means ikshanam, then those will also be applicable to this sutra. So the advantage of interpreting ikshati is ikshanam tena yas sarvajna sarvavit. So with dhatu is there, with means to know. So yas sarvajna sarvavit, one is omniscient, all knowing. Yasya jnanamayam tapa, what jnanam is there? Jnanamayam tapa, whose austerity is of the nature of jnanam or knowledge. Tasmadetad brahmanama rupamannam cha jayate, from that sarvajna sarvavit Ishvara etat Brahma. This Brahma means Hiranyagarbha, Nama, Rupam, Annam cha jayate. The entire creation is born. So there also Jagat Karanam is mentioned as Sarvajnam. See, explaining this, Samanyatah Sarvajnah Visheshatah Sarvit iti bhedah. This Mundaka Upanishad, two words are used for Brahma, Sarvajnah, Sarvavit. In fact, both of them mean the same. Sarvam Janati iti Sarvajnah, Sarvam Veti iti Sarvavit. So really speaking, the two words do not have much difference in meaning. But because both the words are used together, therefore there must be some difference in meaning. Therefore, Sarvajnah means what? Samanyatah Sarvam Janati iti Sarvajnah. So one who knows everything in general, and Visheshatah Sarvam Veti Sarvavit, one who knows everything in particular. For example, in case of a pot, there is Samanya and Vishesha. To know the one way of knowing the pot is, it is clay. So you can say that you know the pot when you know the pot as clay. That's knowing the pot, Samanyataya. But then to know what is the volume of the pot, what's the weight of the pot, knowing all of the details about the pot, that will be called the Vishesha Jnanam. That will be Sarvavit. So Ishvara is Sarvajna and Sarvavit. Ishvara knows everything in general as Brahman, as a self. And Sarvavit, he knows everything in particular because he is a very witness in his Antaratma, very witnessing self, witnessing all the Antahkarana of the mind. Therefore, he knows everything in detail about what is what, of the past, present and future. See, a wise person also is called Sarvajna, but Sarvam Samanyataya Janati. Wise person also is called omniscient or all-knowing, but that all-knowing is in a secondary sense. He knows everything in general as Brahman, as the self. But a wise person does not know how many grains of sand there are in the universe, how many stars. Ishvara knows that also. And how many stars are there, how many drops of water are there. This is all Vishesha Jnanam that a wise person doesn't have, because the Vishesha Jnanam is only limited by his mind. His Samanya Jnanam is because of his understanding and intellect. But Vishesha Jnanam is limited by the mind, but Ishvara possesses the universal mind, total mind, therefore he has the total knowledge. Therefore Ishvara is Sarvajnah, Sarvavit. He knows everything in general, means everything as a self, and in particular, all details also he knows. Yasya jnanamayam tapah jnanamayam jnanatmakam tapah natu ayasarupam. Tapa means austerity. So this Ishvara before creation performed austerity. Satapo tapyata satapas taptva. Upanishad Taittiriya also says that Brahman also performed penance. What's the nature of penance? Jnanamayam tapah. The penance or austerity is only of the nature of knowledge, na ayasarupam, na krutsha chandrayanam. Not that he fasted and stuff like that. So Ishvara did not require to perform that kind of tapas. His tapas or austerity is of the nature of knowledge. Yes, jnanamayam tapah. So jnanam ikshanam eva tapah. So therefore jnanam also ikshanam. Jnanamayam tapah is tapah austerity of the nature of jnanam or ikshanam or deliberating. Therefore dhatu jna also will work. If ikshati means seeing, then any other dhatu also, which means knowing or seeing, will be acceptable. So therefore the other statements also are also available in support of this position that the Jagat Karanam is deliberating. Tapasvinaha phalamaha. So when Ishvara performed penance of the ikshanam or seeing or deliberation, tasmat etad brahmanam rupamannam cha jayate. Tasmat, from that Ishvara, etad karyam sutrakhyam etad brahma, this Brahma. So again word Brahma has two meanings. One is the Param Brahma, other is Aparam Brahma. Etad Brahma. Etad means what? Karyam Brahma, which is evident, the manifest Brahma, which Sutratma or Hiranyagarbha. Therefore from Ishvara, the first one that was born is Sutratma or Hiranyagarbha. Says Nyayanirana, Etad Brahma Jayamanam Hiranyagarbhakyam Karyam Brahma. Hiranyagarbha called a Sutratma. Tasmadedat Nam Rupam Annam Chajayate Nama Devadattadi Rupam Nilapitadi Annam Vrihiyavadi. So all of this Nam Rupatmakam Jagat, that's all. Edad Rupam Nama Rupam. So name and form, the universe made up of name and form, Annam, etc. So that just mentioning a few things, this universe consisting of that is born from the Ishvara. Adipadena Gnyah Kala Kalo Guni Sarvavidyah Sakaranam Sarvavit. So one who is Sarvavit, all knowing, is the Karanam. And who is Gnyah, Sarvagnyah, one who is of the nature. So one who is a knower and knowing everything is Jagat Karanam. Ityadi Gruhitam. So this is how the sutra is explained. Na ikshate ashabdam. So siddhantam upapadya paroktam anuvadati. So sometimes Bhashyakara takes up the Purva Paksha first and arrives at Siddhanta. Sometimes he says Siddhanta and then refutes Purva Paksha. So here Siddhanta is first stated and then Purva Paksha is refuted. Okay, that will continue in next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ।